Good morning, everybody. Craig Cameron coming to you from the Double Horn Ranch here in north central Texas. And this morning I'm here with Rudy Helmuth out of Ocala, Florida. And I thought we'd talk a little bit about hauling horses. This guy's a professional horse hauler. I mean, he hauls all over the United States and does it first class. So you brought me some horses last night. You brought them all the way from where?
They came out of Ocala, Florida.
Ocala, Florida.
And Craig was nice enough to let us, we have a couple other horses on board, and we overnight them every night, and he was able to house them last night so generously, so we thank him for that.
The name of your outfit is called
Big Horse Express.
Big Horse Express.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, they're the real deal.
Yeah.
But you know, like you go so many darn miles. I mean, you're going cross country, and he's fixing to take off again this morning. But you got two horses already loaded. This is a Gypsy Banner, a horse that just sold at what sale was that?
Premier horse sale in Ocala, Florida. Ride the Wave.
This
is actually a horse that we trained and sold. He was kind of special to us. He's a blue roan paint gypsy, so he's going to his new owner in West
Texas. And how much did he sell for?
He sold for $40,000.
$40,000.
Yeah.
And this one here is going where?
This one is going to Arizona.
So we're here in Texas,
Yeah.
so you got a good layover here. Now, okay, so when it comes to horse hauling and stuff, now again, you got a really nice trailer. You can see these horses are comfortable. How long is like the longest you'll keep a horse on a trailer before you'll jump them out?
Well, it just kind of depends on each individual horse, if they've had experience, where typically in a single stall like this, we try not to leave them on a stall longer than about 12 to 14 hours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, when you get caught in traffic or weather, or we go from Florida to California and Florida to Washington about every 2 weeks. So we're dealing with different kind of weather and everything.
Yeah.
But with this trailer, this is actually a brand new 4-star 2024 air ride. It's 8'6" tall. 102 wide. So the horses are very comfortable. They have full dividers here. We have options of doing single stalls, or these stalls move to the side and make one big box stall. In this trailer I can do 3 box stalls, or 6 horses head to head with the middle box stall.
Well, you know, I see here you got this one cross tied. You got this one just. So what is the deal? What makes you cross tie one or not tie, or do you always tie? Or
I just kind of the difference in how the middle stall doesn't have any ties here. I don't like tying to the divider, the head shield here. So a little bit, it's not really any different. I like to be able to have them be able to move their head but not get hurt.
Yeah, not be able to turn around or anything.
Right. So with these full dividers, it's really, really safe. I've been blessed and never had a horse get hurt or anything with these dividers.
So I see here too, now you keep hay in front of them, and you also have water in front of them.
Yeah.
So that's the way you like to set it up on these long hauls.
I do. I like to have them access the hay all the time. Some of the horses are really messy. Vegas here, he's kind of messy, so he makes a mess. But so every couple hours we'll dump out the water, and if they make a big mess, I'll just water them, hang the bucket every couple hours, and
so once you get on, like if you're say like today, your final destination is Arizona, but so how far will you go today?
We'll probably make it to West Texas, and I have a couple layovers kind of along the route.
So you always kind of know where you're going. You have a lot of connections and stuff. So your history with the horses, you grew up where?
I grew up in Iowa on an organic Amish farm, and we
Amish?
farmed with horses, draft horses.
Amazing. Yeah. So you've been around horses your whole life.
Yeah, used to ride ponies to school and come home, and Dad would make me go to the field and work horses.
Yeah,
and
that's
plow.
incredible.
Yeah.
So how did you end up in Florida?
So I went to work for Budweiser, based out of St. Louis, Missouri. I worked there for 9 years.
And you did what for them?
And I was one of we're called Clydesdale handlers, but I was one of the drivers for
Really?
For
and you drove them too?
Yeah.
So you got a lot of experience with these horses.
We've been around horses our whole life, and we've been very fortunate just to kind of have that experience. So.
Well, you know what? It looks like you do a really great job. You really care about the horses. These horses are comfortable. You're keeping a tight eye on them. Like when you stop to fuel up, you'll of course check the horses. You were saying maybe you clean the water and stuff like that. So I think that's important. You know, these horses again are your life as they are mine. I've done a lot of hauling as well, and you know, I like what he said about it depends on the horse, kind of the situation and the circumstance, what you do or don't do. But I think if we keep listening to the horses, they're going to kind of tell us where they're good, and where they're bad, and where they need the help.
Yeah.
You know, Rudy, if you know, you have the side load. If you have a horse that's never side loaded before, do you just take your time and present it to?
Yeah, a lot of, you know, it's interesting. We transport a lot of English horses since I've been in Ocala, and a lot of them aren't used to. English horses usually are used to the ramp, but the Western horses a lot of times aren't used to the ramp.
Yeah.
So, you know, young horses and horses that have never been on it, you know, you take your time.
Yeah.
And usually once they trust you and have a good experience,
that's right.
They don't have a problem.
You know, I like what you said, take your time. People ask me all the time, if, you know, Craig, if you give me one piece of advice, what would it be? I always say, take your time and go slow. Be patient with the horses.
Right.
All right, well, let's sit and watch you load this one up.
So I always come in and turn the horse around and then make sure they have their faces facing the hay and the water. That way they stay there comfortably. Easy, buddy.
Wow, man, that is so cool. Big old box stall. You're talking about comfortable now. This is a luxury. This is first class right here.
Absolutely.
This would be the first class ticket here, huh? Right
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
Yeah, doggone. Well, Rudy, thank you so much for all the information. Appreciate it so much. Good luck to you. And
thank you for your hospitality.
You
really
bet.
appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you on the next one.